Hi, hello. Before anybody asks, this was done on Procreate and it took me 5 hours and 15 minutes. Also, sorry for the quality of the audio. I am recording this on my phone, so if it sounds a bit crunchy, it's the best I can do. But I want to say thanks to everyone who gave me a question. I got a lot more than I expected and it was really nice to see. But I won't waste any more time, so let's get to the questions. Who are your inspirations, and if you were to pick one of them to collab with, for a collab, who would you pick? Okay, so all-time favorite, just from the get-go of drawing anything, was an artist named Tameka. I really hope I'm saying that right. But I fell in love with her OCs and her style, and when I was just starting out, my style reflected a lot on hers. I would love to collab, but I feel so bad collabing with people because I am so strange with my motivation and work ethic, you know that. So I don't know if I have the capability to collab. How long have you been an artist? I've been drawing my entire life, but I started digital art when I was 12. So that's about 5-6 years. Yeah, that's when I started taking it seriously. Favorite thing to draw? Okay, this is gonna make me sound so strange, but I love drawing hands. It is so weird, and I know every artist just dreads drawing hands, but they're actually pretty fun for me. How did you find your art style? It's just experimentation. You really just look at other people's styles and pick apart the things you really like about it if you can, and then just try to incorporate it into your own. Just make sure it doesn't look like an exact copy, and I know that's gonna be hard, but it's just practice and practice. How did you get into art, and what is your process? Well, I guess you can see the process right now, but it's really different for a lot of my drawings. Like, some things I won't need line art, like specifically for backgrounds I don't use any line art. It's really messy, and it's not consistent. Getting into art, it was just always something that I thought was cool, and I liked being the art kid when I was little. Did you ever see yourself being this popular? No, I honestly don't know what I expected starting out. It completely changed when I joined the Minecraft YouTuber fandom, you know, but I didn't expect it at all. Favorite kind of breakfast? I don't know. You know, I'm gonna say, oh god, I'm gonna sound so white. I'm gonna say avocado toast and I'm gonna regret it, but it's what I've been having for the past like 2 weeks. On average, how long does it take you to finish drawing? Okay, I'm gonna say 7 hours. I am pretty slow because I'm a perfectionist, even though some of the stuff I put out is still messy, but yeah, 7 hours. Do you like to listen to something while you draw? It really depends, but I'm always listening to something, but like the genre is different each time. A lot of the times I'll listen to soundtracks or something without words, but whatever I'm listening to usually will depend on what I'm drawing, because I've got like set playlists that remind me of certain people, so I'll usually just try to match it up to vibe of the drawing. When did you get into OriginsSMP fandom, and how/when did you discover it? In fall of 2020, I had a weekend of free time, and my friend was already into the fandom, and actually the first thing that they ever showed me was a saddest animatic, and I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. So I had a weekend of free time, and I said, I will watch anything you want me to right now. And she gave me Wilbur's recap of the war, and it all went downhill from there. Who's your favorite character/CC to draw? Character-wise, it's probably Wilbur, but content creator, Tommy. I like their fluffy hair. I draw their hair super fluffy. Who's your least favorite? I don't know if I have a least favorite. I think if, like, to draw, I'm assuming. I would guess just anyone I haven't drawn yet, just because I don't have the experience. How long have you been drawing? Forever. Favorite color palette? I really like the spectrum of purple to orange, and I didn't think I had such a consistent color palette until I like stepped back and looked at my Instagram feed and realized that they all had the same tone or like same overlay. If you got to join the Origins SMP, which origin would you choose to be? I actually had to think about this one for a while because I thought like I wanted to be super cool and be like, oh, I want to be an Elytrian or like an Enderman, but then I thought about it more. I would want to be an Inchling because I think that's hilarious. Favorite part of drawing landscapes? I like world building and I love concept design, so it makes me feel it really helps with practice for that, and the fact that there's no line art, so it kind of goes a little quicker. How do you go about laying down the shapes? It really just, I plan it out all in my head, or I'll just make a couple thumbnails and act from there. Do you enjoy designing characters? Okay, I love when I have a good character design, but I don't like the process because I'm not very good at it. What would you build on the Origins SMP if you were on the server? See, if I was an Inchling, this goes back to this, I would make like a little sewer system or like tunnel system. Ever drawn on the walls as a child? That's actually a really funny question because I have the Steven Universe clouds painted on my walls. What was the first thing you drew? I was really okay. When I was a kid, I loved Gravity Falls, Steven Universe, Star vs. the Force of Evil. So it was really just characters from that. But I think originally I was just drawing my friends. What was your first and favorite medium? First medium, mechanical pencil, and I still use it today. Favorite medium is definitely just digital art now. What are some tricks you use for pushing perspective? Okay, the simplest trick you're ever gonna get is to just blur what's out of perspective. If you're focusing on a character that's super close up, just have them in focus, and then everything behind them, blur it. Thoughts on tiramisu? It's great, and I wish I had it more. As one of those influential MCYT artists, am I? Wait, that's so cool. I don't think I am, but that's so sweet. Have you found your drawings have influenced character designs and how we draw them? I don't think so, because I still use other people's designs as reference, and there's a pretty strong basis for how most people are drawn, but that was super sweet. How do you push yourself out of an art block? Just don't stop drawing. Okay, well there's two approaches to that. Just muscle through it, or just take a break. You can do it.
What color is your toothbrush?
Teal. How do you choose your colors for a piece? Well, I think, okay, the biggest thing for me is to figure out what time of day it is in the drawing, of course. And then you base your colors on like what color the sky would be in that situation. If they're inside, just guess and check. What inspired you to start drawing? Honestly, it was one of my friends who I thought was really good at drawing at the time. But this was 5th grade, and we looked back at their drawings together, and it was, a 10-year-old. But I think that was what inspired me the most, because I thought his drawings were pretty cool. A song that reminds you of your favorite CC. I actually don't have one because, okay, my favorite content creator is Rambo, but the only one I can think of is Cooler Than Me, just because of the part that goes, you got designer shades just to hide your face, and you whirl around like you're cooler than me, But I guess the one that would fit best for one of them is Scrawny for Tommy. It fits too well. Hardest thing to draw. It's something super anatomically specific, which is it's shoulders. I don't know how to draw shoulders. How do you do anatomy / do you have any tips? I draw everything in geometric shapes, and it really helps to know where muscle groups are, because that's where I base a lot of the guidelines on. But the only detriment is that everybody I draw, like if I try to push anatomy a lot, they all look super buff because I was really focused on the muscle groups. Have you ever tried realistic art what are some tips you have? I have tried realistic art. It's not my like preferred art style, but I can do it and would do it sometimes just as a, it's kind of relaxing to me because I'll just do like a pencil sketch in my sketchbook, but I look at everything in relation to where another feature is. I'm gonna use a face, for example. Like, you can look at a person's eye and directly down from their pupils, like the start of their mouth and stuff like that. You just have to think about where everything is in relation to something else. Opinion on bagels. Great food, wonderful food. Least favorite color to use in your artwork. I don't know why I have such a vendetta against the color yellow. Just like, it's a fine color, but like to draw with it, I don't know, because I never know what to use to shade it or to highlight it because it's such a light color. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for all the questions again, and I'm really sorry if I didn't get to yours. Some of them I just genuinely didn't have an answer for. And I do hope to do more stuff like this, having voiceover commentary. Let me know how you guys like it. If you watched all the way to the end, then thanks for sticking around. Bye!